How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Carson here, and we're reacting to another episode of iZombie. It's the 5th episode for Season 5, with things getting more and more... Well, I'd say things are escalating just in general, really. I mean, we saw this new boss in the last episode who... Quite ruthless, yeah, and we know that Al is investigating Blaine, who, well, the former has uncovered something that could bring Blaine down, really, because with him killing Baracus last season, and no one being in the know, basically, he feels like, well, I can wing this. No one's going to suspect anything. And then Al sees that mask, of course. So yeah, but yeah, with the whole human zombie division, I'd say things took a bit of a drastic turn with the last episode in mind. That might have some long-term effects with this season, especially with the whole doxing situation. With this season, we are seeing quite a fallout after season 4 in terms of the hostility between humans and zombies. We saw Dolly in the first couple of episodes, who we already suspect is going to play a bit of a role in future episodes. But there was also that guy that was in cahoots with the murder victim last week, who, and this is watering it down, had quite a lot to say in regards to his anti-zombie agenda. And like I said, that was that's watering it down. Everything he had to say, there would always be some anti-zombie retort, especially towards Liv. Obviously, with her being in the vicinity at the time when they were questioning him. So yeah. But yeah, I'd say things are definitely going to have a very long-term effect for this season, so we'll just have to wait and see what does happen. With that said, let's get into episode 5 of season 5 for iZombie. Let's go.
You know this is a party, right? You know I hate your punny little nicknames, right?
Do you find them too festive?
It's some old dude. He seems pissed.
Are you calling Blaine old? Turn down your music!
Just your party? And I'll cry if I want to.
Great.
Hey.
I'm gonna need the owner of... You know what I enjoy? Killing people who piss me off. That's not hyperbole.
Not so subtle.
If you don't get that car moved, I will literally end your life. Nod, if you understand.
Shit!
DJ, hit me, Apache!
He is asking for death.
What are you doing? Hey, let me out!
It's not Blaine. Shit, he's gonna fry him!
I'm a little foggy on the details.
Anyone this rich, you've got to assume money's a motive.
Clive, you may have a fractured vertebra.
Yeah, what the heck?
Detectiving through a broken back. You're not Batman.
You don't know that.
Have we seen Batman and Clive in the same room?
Harvey. I'm untouchable.
Wow.
Guess again. If you did this, you will pay for it.
Will I know?
You will.
Yeah, but will I? There she is.
I just love it. How he has so much confidence, that hubris.
They just popped by.
Your fault, Ravi. You
But
worked
what he
hard so that this wouldn't
mentioned
become public.
to Charlie.
His boss mum, though, did I?
Oh, hey.
Okay then, it's a local paper. No one's gonna pick it up.
Oh, don't tell me she's gonna eat that. Don't tell me she's gonna eat that. No, no.
Okay,
She's like, sure.
thank you for your time.
By the way, what you made was really nice. Uh-oh.
I told you Blaine killed Baracus.
I told you I thought so too.
That means he also stole my cures.
Probably, but unless you want old brains to stop coming into Seattle, there's another. Okay, Clive's out this week with his back. And you know what that means?
That this is Kavanaugh's case.
It means we can do whatever we want. Like, police harass the crap out of Blaine.
Oh no.
We
This
can get
dynamic
Mel, this big
duo.
fancy house.
There's chaos brewing.
Great after all. That's kind of what's happening here.
I see you.
I see you too, big guy.
Wait.
You got some pain meds, did you?
I was gonna say. Oh
We're just
no.
interviewing Harris's best friend, Ham. You want in?
Yes.
Oh no. Clive's high.
Anyone else?
No.
Everyone loved him.
Oh, everyone loved...
Maybe Amy's ex, Jamie. Harris kind
It's
of
riches,
stole
I
her
don't
from
know.
him. Jamie didn't take it so well.
Ooh.
Do you have a last name or address?
Jamie Roth.
Before taking the cure, did you break up with Jamie?
Couple weeks after I took the cure.
That must have taken your zombie boyfriend by surprise.
Yeah.
What is
Oh.
that?
Yeah, I'm suspicious of Moody.
Harris, I'm gonna end you! Try to get us killed.
What's with this skinhead Bart Simpson approach?
They called back later, asked for 2 additional.
That's why he said Hobbs!
I cannot
Like,
determine
yeah,
how many
him.
to send them total. That's 6 plus 2.
Oh, no!
You figure that zombies don't catch anything anyway.
You think he was faking it to avoid questioning? That's what I would.
Whoa! What the hell, Steve?
What are you doing, Steve?
I was taking my mid-double shift nap. As is
Like that? In a morgue?
You thought you could kill me? Guess again.
He did a will at 19. He had the life. He had life beyond him.
Legally speaking, if you're watching this, I am definitely dead. So, to my bestest friend Ham, I leave my radio equipment on condition that he continues the show, but changes the name to Ham Radio. Everything else,
I love that. I love
whatever.
that.
I asked myself the same thing when I got here. Those grave robberies from the news. We assumed hungry zombies, but I looked up the records. Alzheimer patients, everyone. I
So,
guess humans poisoning the zombie food supply.
yeah, those
They're
heads. Makes sense. Wow, Dolly.
There's a crisis.
Fever? Were you just here for the free cake, or have you got some information for us?
I want to
Cake.
touch your monkey.
Oh,
That's a
direct
password,
and
isn't
a
it?
little
To get into
confusing.
the
I was hoping for
account.
something more along the lines of Harris's password.
That is Harris's password for everything.
There you
All
go.
one word.
Everything? Oh, at lower. No special care. Okay.
I'm still a bit fuzzy on yesterday, but, maybe it'll come back. Anyway, you complete me. See you later.
That's kind of sweet from Major. Shit. Yep, this is escalating shit. Extreme force used.
Back. You thought you could kill
Oh,
me?
they
Guess
posted the.
again.
Okay, that's what they're using.
Welcome
Interesting.
back, Seattle. Signature on an overtime request for 12
Oh.
officers. What
I
are you
think-
up to?
We're pretending
think he's
Harris is still
100%
alive to
now.
flesh out the killer.
Ish.
Don't worry, it's under control.
Liv, what's that?
Oh no! Steve!
Could it also have gone worse?
Yes, that's the point.
Yeah, he could have died.
Vampire Steve could be dead and the killer's still in the wind. That was a stupid, stupid plan.
We got the shooter. Caught him climbing down a drain pipe on the Victorian next door.
Ah.
In colleges when the wall went up. I would have been out there instead of in here.
Caught
Ouch.
red-handed, full confession. Anything else I can do for you tonight, detective?
It was still a stupid plan.
Yeah.
Go ahead, read him his rights.
Good on Liv and Rav.
Eileen, you take it from here. Got it.
It's your it's her birthday still, isn't it?
Hell of a show.
Shit, that's Donnie.
Like I said, delivery from Blaine De Beers.
Oh, so she is a zombie. Okay.
What'd you see?
Aren't you supposed to be having sex at Blaine's? I mean, dinner?
I am having so much more fun with you.
Oh. Ouch. Poor Blade.
Burning the midnight oil?
Did he say poor Blade here?
Believe.
Now. I can't believe you fell for his whole thing.
Ow.
Can I see through it?
It was obviously a bit more complicated.
Hey, Al.
But
Blaine. Again? I'm one of a couple hundred zombies in Seattle who got dosed with tuba brains from Alzheimer's patients. But I think you know that.
You seemed fine when we spoke.
Did you know anything about
fry his ass, Major!
A number of our men suffered the same effects.
I did not.
Interesting. Because Corporal Wells said he briefed you.
Finally, jigs up. Jigs up.
Vive Chess Graves.
Yeah. Yeah, say hi. Say hi in hell to him. Bye-bye!
The AP picked up the Freilich story.
Oh, Rav.
It went wide this morning.
Rav.
Now everyone knows that these kids have a zombie cure just inside their skulls.
Ravi, this is not your fault.
I'm pretty sure it is.
There was that shot of ammunition that they picked up upon, and, Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Well, those were the dead enders that shot those... Oh...
Who'd want to unthaw our prisoners? And why?
We know why. I don't like this. This is going to... This is, I mean, the more you just think about it, it's kind of appetizing seeing this whole human zombie intensity just spark up episode by episode. And yeah, it's so yeah, with other areas like the Freilich situation, the kids with the Freilich syndrome. Because now Ravi is worried that those kids will be sacrificed, and it's going to be on him. Especially if things are getting heated between humans and zombies. This mitigates things, and I don't even want to imagine how, Blaine is going to use this opportunity to benefit himself, because that's the thing with Blaine. He can fall in shit and come out smelling of roses. And, yeah. That article, it can damage him all it wants, but he's going to, he will thrive. And I feel like this is one of those occasions where, once again, Blaine's going to thrive. Yeah, this is a bit of a problem. Especially with the escalation of, dead enders, with the zombies, especially those who are loyal to this new boss. Which, yeah. With that article being published, and everything, there are various factors that might be in a bit of a bind. And, yeah, it's very, very difficult because, she's got all of this ammunition and, everything to bring Blaine down. And there are these certain perspectives from her in regards to people, I guess, that are entangled with Blaine, such as Fillmore Graves, and that's going to be damaging them even further in terms of, they're in cahoots with Blaine, so, but obviously that is very fundamental in terms of keeping things a bit cooled off in terms of the atmosphere in Seattle, because obviously the alternative is things go to shit, and it seems like that is going to be the case. Though this, this Frelick situation might be the key in making sure that New Seattle doesn't become a wasteland. And you got Peyton, who was very, very, like, she was very ignorant to the red flags and all of that. That's what Al thinks and all of that. So her article is definitely going to be very, very... I mean, it was already looking very detrimental now that she got a very, very key ingredient in regards to him being responsible for Baracus' death. Like, it's going to be damaging for everyone else as well. Those who had connectivities, those who had ties with Brian. So... But Blaine has... he has the whole world in his hands, really. And yet... it is so fucked because of the fact that he gets away with so much, but the way that he has the whole world in his hands, because he allows these shipments to come in, and zombies are happy, basically. So, but that sure. I mean, I can't imagine this series just ending with Blaine getting away with everything that he has done in the entirety of this show. I can't imagine Blaine just riding off in the sunset. It might happen, but I feel like Al is going to be the first cog, and whilst he can revel in this silver lining in a very, very dire situation, obviously with him being outed, he can revel with this Frelick situation. I don't feel like I feel like it's the beginning of the end for Blaine. Obviously with this being the final season. Next episode we're going to reach the halfway point. I can imagine that things are going to get worse rather than better for Blaine. What he's going to do with this situation in regards to the whole Frelick syndrome situation. It's going to be frightening because there is no line that Blaine is going to stay back. He will cross any line. So, yeah. But I just feel so bad for Ravi because obviously we saw him in episode 1 about how worried he was about having hundreds of kids sent to death because of this whole cure situation, and now the story's gotten out there. And I'm not going to point blame to the mother because, she doesn't she doesn't understand the gravity of the situation, that whole morality situation, the reason why Ravi is worried about this news getting out. It's not because Ravi wants this whole warfare between humans and zombies to be ongoing forever and ever. It's because he knows that there's going to be he might be instrumental in hundreds of kids being sent to death. So he doesn't want all these young kids being hunted down because the key ingredient to curing the zombies lies in there. That's going to tear him. I mean, you saw how it was tearing him apart at the very end there. So, but now Blaine has that opportunity to do what he will in regards to, I guess, the information in regards to the Frelick syndrome situation. So, yeah. But yeah, I am really, really intrigued to see what is going to happen, because things, you could really get that ambience of escalation with the zombie at the end, looking a bit more aggressive than, usual. And the way that the Dead Enders really escalated shit in terms of spiking the tubes with Alzheimer's brains was just messed up. And, I mean, even further messed up in terms of the Fillmore Grave side of things, you know, especially with Frenchie. Because of the fact that there's already a lacking of confidence in terms of Major's leadership, and this is an opportunistic time for them to take matters into their own hands to deal with the situation. Because Major's out of commission. So, in the meantime, it also does, it does fuel the flames with this animosity. You could really see that things were just going to get ugly in regards to what they were doing in terms of bringing out the inner demons. The Dead Enders were bringing out the inner demons for the zombies. Especially with that retaliation. And of course, Dolly had to be front and center in regards to with them being hosed down and all of that. She had to be front and center saying, well, this is what they're doing, etc. This is the aggression that they're going towards in regards to silencing us. And yeah, so, but obviously we've still got that new boss to delve further into as well. Because yeah, he had a very aggressive introduction, and there's still a lot more to learn about him. So, yeah. But this was definitely an episode to escalate things in regards to, especially the Freilich syndrome situation, as well as potentially setting the beginning of the end for Blaine, because we're going to have half a season where we've still got a few areas to uncover that is, I guess, not Blaine related, because of course the whole boiling point between zombies and humans, that's definitely going to unravel further and further, and things, you could say that things definitely escalated in this episode, especially with the very harsh reaction that Dolly and Co took in regards to exploiting the zombies even further. Because that is really fucked. Spiking their tubes with the Alzheimer's brain. And of course that, you know, that had those who weren't confident in Major's leadership, that had them licking their lips, really, because he was not thinking straight whatsoever because of the fact that he was spiked, really. So, yeah. But it was just very interesting seeing Al continuing to expose Blaine even further, and us getting a bit of an idea in regards to Al as a whole, because there was that synced-in vision that Liv and Al had. So, yeah, but yeah, it's just very interesting going into Al's story, because yeah, like, she does have a very like, she's really great in terms of what she's doing, and it is just very interesting seeing how she even approaches people like Peyton and all of that. Like, she feels like she is taking the steps that Peyton should have chose, really. And of course there are a few complications in regards to how Peyton fell for Blaine. So, but yeah, Al is she's very interesting as a character and all of that. So I can't exactly hate her and all of that, but at the same time, like, especially with from Peyton's side of things, like, you just felt so bad for her. So, but like I said, it is very conflicting, because I can't hate it. I can understand Al being in her position. So yeah, but yeah, so it's the same thing in regards to how, from Al's side of things, like, you can really understand her position, where, of course, Blaine is getting away with so much, because of the fact that he has the world, like, he is keeping New Seattle balanced with, of course, 10,000 zombies being kept happy, basically. And, yeah, it is fucked from Al's side of things. But obviously we've been following these characters, and it sucks. It does suck. And that creates the very, very conflicting situation. So it's the same thing with the Freilich situation as well, the Freilich syndrome, because this could potentially restore... I don't want to say it will restore complete order, because obviously, like, even if, like, hypothetically, we cured everyone, there'd be the fallout of there would be the fallout of this whole debacle that we've just had between zombies and humans. It's not going to be like, oh, no hard feelings. It was just my anti-zombie being brought out and all of that. There would still be the bit of a fallout, but it would, like, yeah, it would water down the problems by like 90%, if anything. It would create there would no longer be this extreme hostility. There might be still, especially for those who enjoyed the zombie life, there would be those who wouldn't take this lightly or whatever. But yeah, it would be a better scenario for Seattle as a whole than what is inevitable, this whole zombie-human dilemma. So yeah, there is that, and yeah, at the same time, it's very, very conflicting, because sending hundreds of kids to die, it's just very, very heartbreaking, especially for Rav. So yeah, but yeah, I really loved this whole situation with the case that we had this week. It was just really, really fun stuff. Like, especially with we didn't get much of it, but Clive, like, being high for quite a bit of that, with the like pain medicine that he was on after. I guess Malcolm had to do something and all of that. That's why he, wasn't in this episode much, but yeah, it was just really, really fun to see, Clive on the sidelines being high and all of that. So yeah, but it was a really, really fun episode overall, which especially in the latter part of like the concluding moments of this episode, things definitely escalating with the Freilich syndrome situation. And yeah, I mean, that's really put Ravi, especially in a bit of a crisis. I feel, because he's now got to he's now got that burden on his shoulders, and you can't really blame him for being upset. So it's a very, very controversial thing to discuss, because I mean, on the face of it, it's like, well, this is the opportunity to cure all the zombies, really, and give them their humanity back. But at the same time, it's like hundreds of kids, they're going to die. And yeah, they have a target on their backs now, because they could hold the keys for the future of humanity, and Ravi's worry is going to be, them hunted down for the cure. So I'm kind of hoping we do divulge further into that in the next episode. So yeah, but things definitely escalating. I just feel like that Isabel's mother is she's gonna feel awful. I feel. I do kind of hope we get a perspective of her, because things have definitely progressed, or whatever you want to call it. Well, in terms of the story, we've moved on to the next chapter of this whole Freilich syndrome situation, because of the fact that the mum posted the article. But I feel like she's definitely going to feel absolutely distraught when, obviously, unless they keep things quiet publicly, hundreds of kids are definitely going, when hundreds of kids are going to have a target on their back. So, yeah, but, sweet episode. So, yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. But you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!